Justice with Judge Mablean will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law. Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You gotta help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Mablean.
All rise. Both parties, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Mablean presiding.
Thank you. You may be seated. In the matter of Adam Haynes versus Brennan Coney, Mr. Haynes, you're suing for $10,000 because you say the defendant stole your contract with the art gallery.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that right? And of course your answer is, I didn't steal anything.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what you both have to say. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Haynes.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Adam Haynes. I am suing Mr. Brennan over here for interfering with my art gallery contract. I am a senior graduating with my degree in art theory. Basically, it is the study of art and how it influences the world. I am an artist, true and true. I came across Miss Holly Jones. She owns a gallery exhibit in Beverly Hills. And after talking with her, she told me that her gallery was closing soon due to lack of people coming in. So we decided to put together an event, kind of like a happy hour, but it will be something social where we can have art together. You know, I can paint some pieces and we can get people to come in and just build up the gallery while also showcasing my art.
Okay.
So we had agreed upon a deadline. I actually have some evidence for you here. We agreed upon me potentially having 10 pieces for the amount of $1,000 per piece and a deadline of 2 months. Once I completed the 10 pieces, they were gonna be up in the gallery and we were looking to potentially get those sold or even just as a piece just for the gallery itself so we can get some people to come in and view them. We agreed on 2 months. About 5 or 6 weeks into it, I ended up feeling a little overwhelmed, feeling stressed, so I went out with some friends, you know. One of our mutual friends, Richard, actually invited Mr. Brennan here, and he wasn't really invited, but he came. They invited him, and I was drinking with my friends. We were talking, I was venting, and I was telling them what was going on with my contract. So yes, my friends, they encouraged me to do it. You work the best under pressure. So I felt encouraged to do it. I was okay, after tonight, I'm gonna get started again. I'll have 2 more weeks. I am ready to go and do it.
How many had you done by then?
By then, I had completed 3.
Okay.
So I had the main 3, which are in pictures right there. I completed the main 3, which were one of my hardest ones to do, just because I had to layer them. As you can see for the rose, it requires a lot of layering, a lot of shading. And oil paint dries fairly slow, so it's not something you can just paint in one doing. You have to let it dry. And as you can see, just how the droplets of the water is so realistic. The moonlight actually looks like it's glowing. These are things that you have to take time doing. So each painting itself would have taken individually about a week or 2 just to get it done for the painting, the sketching, all of that.
And you were only given 2 months to do this?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a hard worker. I know how to get it done.
Okay.
So with that, about a week and a half later, I was almost done with the 7 paintings. I got a message from Miss Holly, and she let me know that, hey, how are we coming along? I said, I'll have them completed by the deadline, to which she told me that it was no longer needed. She reached out to someone else, and she got the other remaining paintings taken care of. That's someone else being Mr. Brennan here.
You had a contract with her?
Yes, ma'am.
So why are you suing him?
Because Brennan was the only person outside of me, Holly, and my friends who knew about the contract. Brennan was the other person. I asked her who was the other artist that she had the contract with, just inquiring, and she said Brennan Coney. So my question became, how did you get this contract with her, and why are you doing anything with her when you were just at a bar with me? And I was telling all of y'all that I had this big event going on with this lady, with this actual gallery, everything. You knew about it, so you intentionally went and butchered it.
I think you may be suing the wrong person. You suing him for interference in the contract.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me hear from you, Mr. Coney.
My name is Brennan.
Sometimes they say you can't share your dream with everybody. You know that, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Clearly.
Can't. You just really can't. You got to be careful.
Yes, Your Honor. So I'm a senior in college. I'm a digital marketing student. And
Same college?
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
You didn't know each other, though?
Nope. I met him
Each other.
actually through a mutual friend. So I met Mr. Adam here at a bar through my mutual friend, Richard. And at that bar.
This is the same night, what you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The same night. And Your Honor, when I tell you Adam was drunk out of his mind, he was slurring words, he was talking all over the place. And that's where I overheard him talking about particular art.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
That's not my problem. He could not finish it on time. So I took matter in my own hands and completed the work for her.
So you completed how many pieces?
I completed 11.
And later,
I had hired Britt to create a costume, a Princess Peach costume for a Comic-Con event that I was hired to work at. I never got my dress.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Adam Haynes, who is suing Brendan Coney for tortious interference.
Didn't think too much about it. About a week and a half later, I had met Miss Jones, that's the lady that he's mentioning, at a marketing campus event that we have at our university. Happens usually like once every year, where you can network with the different professionals in the industry and be able to enhance your career after college. When meeting Miss Jones, she mentioned to me that she's having a Night of Elegance event and she's missing some art. And when she said that she was missing some art, I stated, like, you know, me being a hard worker, I'm reliable, I'm a businessman, I'm a digital marketing student, I for sure can help her out.
Do what? What did she talk to you about
Yeah,
doing?
so she wanted art. She wanted art because Adam, being the lazy drunk man that he is, can't get work done fast enough.
Drunk.
So she told you about her contract with him?
She didn't necessarily tell me that.
Well, necessarily, I'm asking you, did she tell you about her contract with this gentleman?
No, she did not tell me about Adam specifically.
Okay.
But she did tell me that there was another artist that did some work for her but did not finish it. So that's not my problem. He could not finish it on time. So I took matter in my own hands and completed the work for her.
So you completed how many pieces?
I completed 11. 10 is what
So you
I
agreed on
charged her
10
for.
pieces with her too?
So I charged her for 10 pieces, and me being the nice gentleman that I am, I included an additional piece for her because, like I said, I'm respectful and kind.
So she contracted for 10 pieces with you.
Yep.
A couple of months later? Where's the contract?
Actually, I'll give you the contract that I have right here.
Where's your
Honor.
contract?
Right there in the text messages.
Here you are.
Oh, in text messages.
Yes, ma'am.
I know we discussed 10 pieces, of which I can pay $1,000 for each. Yes, cool. I just need 2 months. Sounds good. Hey, Adam, how are your pieces coming? Hey, Holly, I have 3 completed at the moment, but we will definitely have 10 by the deadline. I don't see a deadline. So you're suing him because she made a contract with him as well?
No. I'm suing him because just how it's lined up right now. For me going and speaking with my friends, and again, like you said, sometimes you can't say your dreams in front of everybody.
She wasn't
He
there?
got a contract.
Thank you.
She wasn't there. He met her at a totally different event. She's talking to him about she wants 10 pieces for her art gallery. The woman is hustling to get these 10 pieces from wherever she can get them from. She broke the contract.
I understand him, Your Honor, but him coming in right afterwards and butchering, like, he butchered the contract.
How did he
was
butcher
there.
your contract?
Because I opened my mouth and said it. And even him, when you asked him those questions about, did you know her, did she say my name, he stumbled with it. He knew this stuff happened. Even I called
But
him.
even if he knew that you had a contract with her, he met her at an open event. She's talking to him about her gallery. I want 10 pieces done. I have somebody who's doing it for me. He hasn't come through yet. Can you do it? Yeah, I can do it. When can you get it done? Da-da-da-da-da. Gets it done, presents it to her. Why is he to blame?
Because the art wasn't art. It was AI generated.
If she paid him for his AI-generated art, what is it to you?
Because it was an event we contractually agreed on that was going to be a night of elegance.
So you
That
need to
wasn't
go
elegant.
back to her.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Holly breached the contract. You should have delivered in the 2 weeks, taken her your 7 additional pieces, and requested payment. Did you take her the 7 different pieces in the next 2 weeks, as you stated on this?
Yes, ma'am. After they were completed, I was bringing everything to her, and that's when she was like, no, we don't need it. She didn't text it. Well, she texted it, and then I was bringing it still to her. I was like, no, we need to figure this out. Him looking at the art, they are not conducive to what the event was.
That is not your, she's the gallery owner. She accepted his art. She screwed you, okay? For lack of a better word. She's the one who broke the contract when she took it from someone else and you still had time to complete your contract. She owes you if you had the work completed at the time agreed upon and delivered the pieces. She owes you, not him. It doesn't mean that she exclusively only wants to use your pieces. She's trying to save the gallery. She needs some art that somebody can have there at this night of elegance to see if it would sell and she could save the gallery. It wasn't your gallery, right?
No, but if you look at the art, it ain't elegant. It's tacky. It's AI generated.
And?
That's not an art.
Is it your gallery? And she wanted it, and she's satisfied with it? I don't understand. Am I missing something?
No, I think you've been right all 4 times by saying he's suing the wrong person.
Thank you.
Nobody asked you. Thank
Okay,
you.
whatever.
Let the judge do her job.
You all are not going to stand in my courtroom and argue like 2 little kids. But I'm trying to help you understand. I just implore you in the future, though, don't talk about your work. You got to know who you're talking to, because people do it all the time. They do steal your ideas. They do go somewhere else and they steal your ideas and beat you to it. It happens all of the time. But that's not his fault. But you're still upset with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I guess you just have to be upset with him. I tried.
Your Honor, but he's scamming. That's what it is. It's scamming in comparison to art. And
How is he scamming you? Wasn't your gallery? You didn't pay him. How did he scam you?
Because I put in the work for it, and he knew I was doing it, so that's why.
Pity.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't. I've said what I have to say. Judgment for the defendant.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
He knew everything that was going to happen. I don't know why I'm even in here today.
I mean, you dress like a scammer, so.
Coming up,
It was due on the 20th.
Yes,
So
right.
then if it was ready and due on the 20th, why didn't she get it on the 20th?
Well, there was an unforeseen event that happened. Not able to reply to this young woman because I'm in jail.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
In the matter of Rochelle Jackson versus Brett O'Neill, you're suing him for $700. Said he breached his contract and didn't have a costume ready as ordered. And you, of course, say, no, I didn't. It was ready. She didn't pick it up, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me hear what happened.
Okay. So, Your Honor,
Yes.
I had hired Britt to create a costume, a Princess Peach costume for a Comic-Con event that I was hired to work at. Later, come to find out, I never got my dress.
And you paid him the full amount?
Yes, I paid him $300 for the deposit.
So why are you asking for $700?
Okay, so it was $300 a deposit, okay? And then I was supposed to pay him another $300 when it was due for the costume, but it was never completed, never done. So I showed up to the event. I had to go and buy a whole nother witch costume that I didn't even really want to wear. And for my contract, for the costume, for the Comic-Con event that I was actually supposed to wear the Princess Peach costume, it's actually said in my contract that I'm supposed to wear that. So I also have that contract as well.
So you were working the
Yes, I was
event.
working as a host for the event.
Oh, okay. May I see the contract? Will?
Yes.
So it's not just attending the event, you were working as a host.
Yes, I was working as a host for the event, yes. So I ended up actually not doing what I was actually supposed to do for hosting the overall event. And that was for the 26th. I also had a private party that I did prior to that. So a few days prior, I had a private event. So I was gonna wear the costume both times.
Okay.
Your Honor. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it really was draining, and I was really expecting, I was really excited about it, to have it for the event, and it affects my work, it affects my business. It was really, really important to me.
Okay, got it.
Coming up,
So then if it was ready and due on the 20th, why didn't she get it on the 20th?
Well, there was an unforeseen event that happened. Not able to reply to this young woman because I'm in jail.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Rochelle Jackson, who is suing Britt O'Neill for breach of contract.
Mr. O'Neill, let me hear your side.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, let me just break it down. I don't owe Miss Rochelle nothing.
Why?
I spoke to her about getting the dress fitted the second time on the 20th. She texted me 4 times on the 19th asking me about something that she just was asking me questions about stuff that was due on the 20th. Now,
Something's due on the 20th. She couldn't text you on the 19th to ask about it?
it was harassment, and I didn't feel like, not that it bugged me, but I just felt like I didn't need to respond because I didn't find it to be super urgent because I knew where I was with the dress and it was going to be delivered.
It was due on the 20th.
Yes.
And she started texting you on the 19th.
The 19th,
So
right.
then if it was ready and due on the 20th, why didn't she get it on the 20th?
Well, there was an unforeseen event that happened on our way to lunch with me and a couple of my friends. So on the 19th, I was driving with my friends and we were going to go have lunch. We saw lights in the background and we feel like we were pulled over by racial, but I'm not going to say that because we can't prove anything. However, I got pulled over, me and my friends, and the cops said that they smelled marijuana in the car and they pulled us all out, handcuffed us, and they also said that they found another uncontrolled substance in the car. And I'm just like, oh my God, I have to deliver this dress to Rochelle tomorrow. So here we are, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, not able to reply to this young woman because I'm in jail. And
That's not what you started out saying. You said she bugging me on the 19th about something that's due on the 20th as though da-da-da-da. I'm not going to answer her. Now you're telling me you were in jail.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
it all went to it. She was bugging me on the 19th, and I didn't know why she was making all of those extra questions and extra requests when I was doing my own thing. And while I was doing my own thing, because I didn't have anything due for her on the 19th, things had happened to where I wasn't able to fulfill my obligation for Saturday.
That's why she was calling you on the 19th to see what was going on, and you call it bugging you.
I would consider that harassment. If it's 4 text messages that have...
I don't care if it's 10 text messages. Today is the 19th and it's due on the 20th, and I'm asking you for the progress and to give me an update.
Yes.
And you didn't deliver.
Yes.
And you're here.
But wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but when I did get out of jail, I was so prompt on getting my phone.
That was way past the deadline.
You're right, Your Honor. You're absolutely
So why
right.
are we here? You know you owe that woman.
I don't feel like I owe her.
Why not? Because you went to jail?
My apologies.
You don't know what you're saying yourself. You talk so much you don't even hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
You just told on yourself. I don't need to do a thing. Judgment for the plaintiff.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $700.
I'm happy she ruled in my favor, since you didn't give me my costume like I planned to, and that ruined me for my work opportunities.
I hope you had fun with your witch costume.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.